There is no doubt whatsoever in claiming the fact that motion gameplay has taken off big time. And of course we have Nintendo to thank for that. Without the Wii, it's pretty safe to assume that we would never have the Kinect on Xbox 360 and PlayStation Move on the PlayStation 3. Now, what am I getting at here? Today's question over at ddfranco.com/ask comes from Jacob Rowe, and Jacob simply puts in the title, Wii or Kinect. And then he goes on to say, this has always been on my mind, but I can never decide which one is better. Answer please? Smiley face? Okay, with that creepy smiley face out of the way, not yours, Jacob, my creepy smiley face, don't worry. Wii and Kinect, they are two totally different approaches when it comes to motion gameplay. Wii is more casual and relaxed, and Kinect, it's more get off your ass and, well, do stuff. They're meant for two totally different gamers, but there's no reason why you can't use both at the same time. Well, not at the same time, that's kind of physically impossible, but you get what I'm saying. So to answer your question, one's not really better than the other, it's just what you prefer. So I'm going to go over the pros of both the Wii and the Kinect, and then hopefully that can solve this question for you. But I would still like to convince you on one or the other. So let's start out with the Wii. The Wii, in my opinion, is the better console if you're a more actual casual and hardcore gamer. When I say hardcore, I go back to the days of the original NES. You cannot beat the classic days of gaming. And the fact that Nintendo has games like that, but modernized, a great example is Donkey Kong Country Returns. Nintendo took the classic gameplay of Donkey Kong Country for the SNES, brought it over to the Wii, but modernized it in the way that you still have motion gameplay here and there, but it's not to the point where it annoys you and that you don't really feel like being motionful. Motionful? That's definitely not a word. My main argument is when you're playing games, you most likely don't want to be too active. I know I don't. When I picture myself playing a game like Skyrim or Zelda or whatever, I picture myself here or in my bed, lounging with a coffee or whatever, and just enjoying the game for what it is. Now with the Kinect, it's a completely different experience. It encourages you to get out of your chair and move around. Yes, I'm trying to be a little visual in this video. The Kinect to me doesn't have as strong of a game library as the Wii does, because the Wii has all the massive mascots. Yeah, I was going to say massive mascots. Classic mascots, there we go. Like Mario and Donkey Kong and Zelda, but modernized with good motion gameplay here and there. Whereas the Kinect is definitely more futuristic. It's definitely more impressive in terms of motion gameplay. The fact that you can navigate on screen with your hand, literally you can. I'm sure you know that very well by now, but I mean, I've had mine for about a year now. I got it for Christmas last year. Honestly, I don't play that much, but the part of Kinect I really like is the voice control. Voice control is so freaking cool. The fact that I can pause Netflix now saying Xbox pause, Xbox play, or I can even launch Skyrim, for instance. I was being lazy last night and I was looking at my Mac and I was like, Xbox, play disc. And it just played it like that. Now, of course, your Xbox has to be on for that to work. You can't turn your Xbox on yet, anyway. But what I'm trying to say is that the Kinect, while the game library isn't as strong as the Wii, it definitely has that better motion experience than the Wii does because it's more futuristic and it's definitely more modern. It goes both ways, guys. There are times where I just don't really feel like moving around, but then there are times where I feel like being more active. Now, if I were to compare the Wii to the PlayStation Move, that's a much more fair comparison. Now, I've never even touched a PlayStation Move, so I can't vouch for anything. Although I've heard that the PlayStation Move kind of sucks. I can't confirm that, that's just what I've heard. But hopefully I made myself clear. Wii is more for casual, classic type gameplay, and the Kinect is more for more futuristic gameplay and when you really feel like getting up and moving. But then again, yes, I know the Wii also has games where it encourages you to move, kind of like tennis and bowling, which I do find friggin' fun as hell. I friggin' love Wii Sports Bowling. I guess it comes down to what you prefer. I mean, the Kinect does have awesome games, like Forza Motorsport 4, I believe, and Kinectimals. Yeah, I just said Kinectimals. That's sort of a joke. I actually own that game. I am proud to admit that. I like the whole virtual pet thing. Yes, I know I'm not really a kid anymore, but that's something I enjoy. But they also have Kinect Sports and all that stuff, so the best thing I can say is go to a store, play the Wii, and try to find a Kinect demo. You really can't find Kinect demos in many places because it requires a lot of space, obviously. But, or even try to go over a friend's house that has Kinect. The best thing you can do is demo it for yourself. It's kind of like iPhone versus Android. Two totally different worlds. I obviously prefer iPhone. I don't really like Android because it's clunky. But some people do like Android over iPhone, and like the iPhone, Wii or Kinect, it's a very personal experience, and it comes down to what you enjoy. And there you go, Jacob, an answer to your question. A very talkative answer at that, but hopefully it helped you at least a little bit. Did it? Comment below. And of course, guys, as always, I like to give away free audiobooks, so just go to audibletrial.com/thecreativeone, and once again, download for completely free Super Mario: How Nintendo Conquered America. This is a great story about the beginning of Nintendo and how the icon of Mario became so huge and how video games play a large role in our lives nowadays. And overall, it's a great listen. And again, it's free, guys. Check it out. Link is right below. And very special thanks to Audible.com for making that possible. Oh, and of course, I cannot forget, if you guys want your question answered as well, I can't promise I will, but there's always a chance. Just head on over to ddfranco.com/ask, post your question, and you never know what will happen. Thank you for watching.